Good morning, everybody. This is Larry at Heisenberg Forest Products, and this is our weekly video. I was gonna do a little shot in the woodshed. So we're slowly getting there. So I got I figure at least 8 face cords in there, maybe 9. So and I can fit probably another face cord, maybe 2 in here. So that's gonna be the work coming up this week. So let's walk back here to our beautiful pool area. We had a couple days of wind this week, and unfortunately, the dirt from our flower garden ended up in the pool, and lots of it. So I spent quite a bit of time cleaning up the pool on. Trying to think, it was probably on Friday. So yeah, so big mess, but we got it done. Spent some time mowing the lawn, even though it's growing pretty quickly, so I'm gonna have to hit the lawn again this week. So they're calling for 2 days of rain coming up, so Monday, Tuesday with some rain and enough rain. So I'm thinking by Wednesday afternoon I'll have to mow my lawn again. So that's going to be one of the jobs. I did some trimming this week, so I'm thinking I'm going to be trimming every 3 weeks. So that took quite a bit of time, a whole morning. And I only trimmed, like, our lot is divided, our property is divided into 2, right? So there's a wood lot, and then there's our living space here. So I ended up trimming where the living space is. I'll have to hit the wood lot soon, so we'll get there. So when I mow lawn, I mow like this whole area here. So our living area plus the wood lot, and I ended up mowing our field. You'll see in a minute that the field is nice and trimmed. It was the first time this year, and it was pretty. The grass was pretty long. We were at about close to a foot, so it took a bit more time. So I'll hit it again in June sometime. So that was this week. Spent quite a bit of time mowing some lawn. Woodlot is still pretty dry. Orders are slowly coming in, so we're going to be moving some of that wood out of the way. So I worked on the cleanup this week. So work here. So I'm going to move some of that. I'll show you in a minute where that's going. I've got some wood here that's already sold to a customer, so I'm going to be reaching out to them pretty soon to try to get them to come and pick some of that stuff up so that we can start clearing this area. I moved some of the wood from the back there to here, so I finished off that face cord here, so that's ready to go. You can see I've got my rake and my shovel back here, so I did some cleaning up in front of those 2 squares, and I ended up cleaning up where my own personal stash was right here. So this is all cleaned up. All the wood has been moved either to the woodshed, or I had a piece of red pine that I moved into our fire pit area. So I like the crackling sound of red pine, and boy does it ever crackle. So I'm gonna have to mow the lawn here next time I come back here, so that's the next step. But this is all cleaned up now, so I'm pretty happy about that. I also I'm not quite done here, but I'm getting there. So I need to finish up this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wood that fell over there and move it here to finish up these 2 half face cords right here, and then I'm going to move this wood back into this cord and that face cord, and that should do this area here. I finished up this back area here, so that's all cleaned up and ready to go. I just have to, get the bark out of the way. I'm just waiting to finish that, and once I have that, I'll do both at the same time. Unfortunately, I had a piece of, is it here? No, it's over here. I had one of my racks break apart. I think it's this one right here. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'll just leave it. I'll sell the wood from here in, and once I get here, I'll clean that up. I'll put it in another rack at some point. So yeah, so it's taking a bit of time. We're into the last week of May already, and I'm not done. So, and they're calling for 2 solid days of rain, which quite a bit of rain, 20 to 30 millimeters. So it's going to be wet. Fortunately, it dries pretty quickly. So the next step here for me is I want to split all this wood here. So this is all my stuff. I just need to split it smaller. But the issue is I don't think I have enough to fill the shed with that. I don't think I have 2 face cords here. So what I'm going to do is to fill up the rest of the shed, I'll probably take some wood from the front there that fell over. So that way I don't have to restack it. So that's probably the plan. Yeah, so it's coming along. So depending on how much rain we get and how long it, like if I can get into here by Wednesday and work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll probably hit my my goal of bringing in our wood and cleaning up the wood yard. So I'd be ready to start splitting some of that wood over there. So that's the next step for us in the wood yard. You can see the back part of the lot looks really nice. So I ended up cutting that, I think it was Thursday morning. I ran into a bit of an issue. I broke a wheel off my my finishing mower. I'll show you. I was lucky though. I brought it to, there's a place right here 2 blocks away. They do welding, and they had it fixed for me within like 3 hours. So I was kind of lucky that way. I'll show you in a minute. It's one of those front wheels. I think it's this one right here. So this became unwelded at the bottom. So the guy that redid it for me, he ended up making a groove and welding it. So I think it's a lot more solid. I put a piece of plastic for now here to make the difference. And I'm not sure if I need that, but I ordered another bushing, a 1-inch bushing, to replace this piece of plastic. I like to keep my machines fixed, even though I probably could get away with just that piece of plastic. But this mower is really nice. So if you've got, if you own a tractor and you have, a couple acres to cut, that's the way to go. Those, there's 3 blades on there. It's PTO driven. The only thing I don't like about it is that I can't use my quick attach. So I have to take the quick attach off every time I use this. But we're talking like taking the quick attach off and putting it back on. It's not even a 10-minute job. It's just the lazy in me that complains. What else do I want to talk about? I didn't forget my notes today. Yeah, I do have some pallets for sale, and I've mentioned those. So those blue pallets, $10 each, and those regular pallets, $5 each. So if you're looking for pallets, just give me a shout. I got lots of those. I'll be selling those for probably a year before I get rid of all of them. But that's part of my plan, is to sell most of them and just keep what I need for the wood yard for now. Oh yeah, I was wondering, and I talked about that in a previous video. I was wondering, why did I put that piece of birch in the field? Because it's in the way. But I finally got back to me. I track each load of wood, so I know how much wood I get in each load and how much money I spend on buying wood. So even though there's a pile of birch right here, that birch came from a different load of wood, so I wanted to keep them separate so I know which one's which, right? So when I'm tracking, I know that this wood right here comes from a specific load. So I had a couple of loads here that I had 3 different loads. I had a load of poplar that I needed to finish, so the poplar's back here. This birch goes with this hardwood, and then this load right here is a separate load, but there's a couple of pieces of birch in it, which I wanted to track separately. So I was going to move it with the other load, and then I remembered, although I could have moved it here, get this out of the way. I might do that this week. I might just move these out of the way, so that way next time I mow my field, I can probably do a better job. So there's going to be some cleaning up here. So that's the next big step, is to start splitting this stuff and stacking it. So that's coming within a week or two, depending on a whole bunch of things. Louise and I are really busy with a lot of different things. We got a lot of pokers in the fire this year. So, and like I said, the wood's not my primary worry. It's going to be the work that we need to do around the pool. So I'm focusing on the pool this year. So whatever wood I get done, and I'm hoping that this summer I get all of this done, all of that done. If I do that by the end of the fall, I'll be pretty happy. And then I'll buy some more wood for next year probably. We'll see. Yeah, I think I went over most of the things I wanted to talk about today. It's a beautiful day. It's windy, but I thought I broke my my mic. I dropped the phone on the floor, and I put my foot to try to break the fall, and the little gadget that I stick on the phone went flying and cracked open. So I said, oh crap! I broke it. I'm gonna have to buy another one, because it really muffles the wind. So it's good. So yeah, the lot is pretty dry, but we had a good soak yesterday, and we're getting another one Monday, Tuesday, which is okay. It'll push the fire bans a little further, because I had predicted a fire ban by the long weekend in May, and fortunately I was wrong. I was wrong about that. So again, right now, what do we have for sale on our lot? We've got campfire wood, $10 a bag, or 11 bags for $100. I've got some birch bark at $5 a bag. I got some pallets, the blue ones, $10 each. The regular ones, $5 each. And right now we're selling our maple at $160 per face cord, 4x8 by 16 inches, so it's 43 cubic feet of wood at $160. That's all hard stuff, mostly maple. I don't think I forgot anything this morning. Beautiful day. Look at that blue sky. Just, how can you not be grateful for living in this space? My gimbal's acting up this morning. Let's see if I can turn it. There we go. So looking at the woodlot, feeling pretty good about summer coming. Can't believe we're hitting the end of May already. So hopefully I get the work that I plan out to do this week done, and we'll see about next week. So I wouldn't mind being into the splitting of firewood and starting to process for my customers by next week, if possible, depending on weather. It's always weather. So I'm gonna let you guys go at this point. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying a beautiful weekend like we are here at Heisenberg, and we'll see you guys next week at around this time. Ciao.